Oh. Stop biting it. I told you. I'm gonna have to hit you at some point, alright? Because you won't stop it and don't stop it. I don't have the time to be waiting 3 months to get you to stop biting it. The fucking laptop. You know what I mean? I don't have the time to train that into you. See, wherever he was, he was just running wild down there. We'll get to that. So Chris introduces Sherry to his parents, and like I said, he didn't introduce her as his girlfriend. I can understand why he did this, because he was probably too scared to say that she's my girlfriend. He probably knew exactly what his parents were thinking. I don't actually have any information about what happened at this little meeting, but after Chris says that he's taking a trip to Chicago to drop Sherry home, and then a few days pass, and Chris calls his dad from Chicago, and he's like, "Oh, hi, Dad. How are you? How are things? How's everything going? Oh, by the way, I got married to Sherry." And Chris's dad, Rod, was just like, "What? Oh my God, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when you heard that news." It turns out that Sherry was pregnant. I don't know when she found out that she was pregnant. She probably knew that she was pregnant, and Chris probably knew as well when Chris took her to meet his parents. Obviously, he wasn't going to say that, was it? So because Sherry had fallen pregnant, they decided between themselves that they wanted to get married, that they should get married, and Chris's parents were not happy. This made Chris's parents dislike Sherry even more because they felt that Sherry had trapped Chris by falling pregnant. I'm just like, did you not pay attention in biology class? Because it takes two to tango. And this is not what Sherry had done. She hadn't trapped Chris by getting pregnant. She had just fallen pregnant. And I can't believe that they were trying to blame Sherry. So Chris is now a husband. He's about to become a father. And Chris and Sherry settled into a house in Columbia, Illinois. Oh, get out. About an hour from Chris's home. And not too long after the birth of their first child, Sherry falls. I can't put nothing down, so I can't even leave you running around the living room. No, I'm not put you in the cage. So now that Chris's life has completely done a 180, he's a husband. I'm really gonna have to put you in the cage when I'm leaving. He feels like he wants to leave his job in the Marines. He wants something that is a bit more settled, a little bit closer to home. And this is when he found a new job as the bodyguard to famous Christian televangelist Joyce Myers. Now, I didn't know who Joyce Myers was, so from what I found out, she is one of the most famous Christian Bible teachers in the US, if not the world. She is a best-selling author as well as a television presenter, and she tours the world. She does a lot. She's a very busy person. It's perfectly okay for you to go ahead and have a good time while God's working on your problem. And she's pretty famous as well. Famous people need bodyguards, and this is how Chris got the job as a bodyguard, because it turns out that Joyce Myers was a family friend of the Coleman family. She had actually watched Chris grow up, so this is how he got the job as her bodyguard. So Chris starts this job, and it pays well. He was getting over $100,000 a year for doing this job, and he loves this job as well because he gets to travel the world. Although I will say, you left the military to get a more settled job. Traveling the world is somebody's personal bodyguard. Doesn't really seem like a settled job, but whatever. So he has this job, things are going great, he's excelling in his job as well, because like I said, when it comes to anything academic or career-wise, Chris really excels. He throws himself into it, and he does really well. Which, I'm not saying that this is a trait of a psychopath, but it kind of is. When you hear like the rest of the case, I kind of think he may be a psychopath. So right now, I kind of think you're here. I mean, you tell that not he's a psychopath because he doesn't. So that jealousy to me. Bad man fine. Anyway, them can. On the light labels, my nigga, me the manufacturer around here for us, you know, concern. You know. I love fucking labels so much. And most of the reason of the tension and the drifting apart was because of Chris's job, because he was traveling so much. I mean, he wasn't really at home very often. And to make matters worse, I've got to take a brief pause. I've got to gather myself for what I'm about to say. Chris started to get angry at Sherry because she wasn't performing her wifely duties.
Oh, who the hell is married this girl? Me's a boy where me's a boy where me kinda like my house clean. Not clean house every day, but I like my house clean, bro. If you think me and married a fucking anybody at all, where them no want clean house, bitch, if me a clean house, I have to clean the house too. You have to clean up more than me. Because if me a clean house, and me I go out there provide and I make sure it's a you safe. What the fuck does she do? You get me? What does your wife do? If you're the protector, you're the provider. What does she do? What is she supposed to do? I mean, tell the woman and fuck people. I don't care which woman upset. The only woman that are upset about that is a woman that I wouldn't want to be around anyway. So that's how you weed them out, isn't it? That's how you call it weed killer. Of course. If he's a man, me are the provider, and me are the protection, the security of the household, your family, then what is her role? You get me? I'd like to know what society, since me have a wrong opinion on the situation, what exactly is her role? So I'm watching this thing. She's called Christine or something. I don't care what she's called. But I find her like I don't know any big words that I can use to describe her now. But I find her as a female misogynist. So obviously misogynist. The actual term for female is quite overcomplicated. But if you know what, a misogynist is a man who sees women beneath him, yeah? But I see this girl as a female misogynist because she's like one of them people where she talks about like crimes, you know what I mean? So it's like she's a narrator for crimes. I don't know what genre it's coming, but it's basically like it's not a documentary on crime. She just talks about it. You get me? Obviously, she puts her personality and spin on it. So yeah, that's a better description. So what I've noticed about this girl in particular, she hates men, but like she does. If you watch all of her videos, you realize that she's a man hater because she's so against a man wanting his wife to, I guess, be a female. She's so against it, like, on which she's a confused individual. Because while she's doing it, she sat there putting makeup on her face. So she's against a man wanting a woman to be a woman. But then she sits there putting makeup on, which is a womanly thing. So where do we draw the line as men? So we don't tell her, you can't tell her what to wear, what to do, what to dress. Well, how are you gonna fall in love with somebody that does things that you don't like? How do you stay in love with that person? It doesn't make sense on paper. Because who likes somebody that do, I mean, people say things online and people hate them for it. Yeah, people do things online that people hate them for it. People do things at their jobs that people hate them for it. So you can't imagine you're in your house with somebody that's doing something you don't like. You're always gonna hear. I tell you, you people are confused with that. You people are wrong here. It's not me. I don't care about what you want to say. You people are wrong here. She is a female misogynist. I can Google what the word really is, but I don't care. You know what a misogynist is? So the female version. She hates men because every time there's like this a particular person that she does the episode on, if that person is ever whether dominating or wants to control his wife, what's wrong with wanting to really control your wife? Like, you know what I mean, if she accepts that you're the leader, then it's not control. It can't be classed as control. But if you have a confrontation or cantankerous partner, then she'll label it as a control. Why? Because she can't get to do what she wants. So parents have children, yeah? And when the children wants to do what it wants and the parents is putting their foot down, They scream, "Oh, you're trying to control me. Oh, I'm going to run away. Oh, this, that, that." You see these things play out with children. So grown adults would respond the same way. Oh, you're trying to control me. Oh, you're abusive. Because society has allowed the word abuse to be thrown around and obscure the real meaning and dilute actual people who are abused. So that's why a lot of abuse cases go without any punishment. It's because it's diluted like everything else. The Me Too movement is a constant thing. And but so this guy, he was a soldier. He became a bodyguard. He's flying around, yeah, protecting some famous pastor or something like that. Yeah. So apparently, he one of his personality was when he'd get back, he'll complain that say she's not doing her womanly duties. Right, and you should have seen the look on her face, like he's got what's it called, derision. Yeah, so it's like she's disgusted, like that he would say a thing like that. But I don't know what world she lives in. But if your man is always traveling, yeah, you have access to my man's funds and his bank account. The very least you could do is make sure that the house is tidy, but like, you get me? The very least, yeah. I don't see what's wrong with it. And I'd rather be alone, to be honest. I say open. I would rather be alone than to go through some. Because guess what? Valentine's Day comes. I've got Valentine's Day come. Guess what? I have to go out there and make sure Valentine's Day is special. Valentine's Day is not real. It's just something that people do. But guess what? She wouldn't want to feel left out. She wouldn't want to feel like she's not important, not a priority, and not special. So Valentine's is really a reward. It's really a reward system for relationships. That's what it's really down to. So it's like a child. A child. What do you tell your child? Oh, you're on Santa's naughty list if you do this and do that. So Valentine's Day, so Christmas is for children. It's not really for families. It's for children. But Valentine's Day is like a grown-up's version of Christmas. Because if you know, it's Valentine's Day. It's celebrated with the same red theme that Christmas is celebrated. It's just an adult Christmas. You know what I mean? And adult content. Yeah, adult Christmas. So guess what? This girl, the way she comes across, I'm only assuming, because to me she does seem like that type of individual. She, her boyfriend must be a timid individual. Like, he must be very timid, like scared. He must be scared of her. Innit? I mean, I reckon a lot of men are now scared of women. Like, I do think that. Like, a lot of men are scared of women. Like, they can't stand up to their partners. So I'm the type of guy like this, innit? Oh, you're the type of person to scream and call abuse. Then guess what? I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. Dislike you for it, and then fucking leave you. Don't you worry, I got something for you. You get me? You are the type of person. Oh, I don't like that you're wearing that. Not because I want to control you, just because I don't find you attractive in that particular stuff. You find it attractive. All right, fair enough. Do you think? All right. How many times does your partner get? So a woman likes a man that likes to wear suits. Okay, cool. A woman likes a man that likes to wear cologne and perfume and this whole thing, like him to be well groomed and stuff. Okay, cool. If you don't, if you don't do these things, what's that woman going to do? How long is that woman going to stay with you? Because if she does stay with you, she stay with you not for the right reason, not for the fucking right reason, because she's going to be attracted to other people who does what she likes. So this girl comes across the type of woman that likes to talk about how men are abusive and want to control it. They want to have freedom to make choices for themselves, which is their adult right. It's their adult right, but why not? Where is the compromise? Because I don't think a lot of women now want to compromise with males. They want to be allowed to do as they feel. Which I am no fucking non part of shit, man. Well, yeah, which I have no problem with anybody doing what they want. But you'd hear stories about me and women and that. You see, I'm quite aware that women will say certain things and say I'm an abuser. No. So what I tend to do is leave them to do as they feel. And when I get to the point I'm no longer attracted to them, I leave them because I leave you to do what you feel. Uh, with your choices, you obviously did things I find unattractive. I fuck off. You know what I mean? Because if I go and say, "Oh, babes, no, I don't like that dress that you're wearing." Oh, he's trying to control me. He wants to tell me what to wear. No, I just don't find. I don't think the dress looks nice on you. Why would I not want to look at my partner with what's it called now? With attraction. What's that word, isn't it? What's that word, isn't it? With lust, yes. Why would I not want to look at my partner with attraction and lust? Why would I allow her to wear something that I don't like? Not because I'm controlling, but because I don't find it attractive. If I say, oh, you don't look good in that, you're abusing her. If you say, don't wear that, you're trying to control her. Then say nothing. And then if you can't tell your partner that you don't find that attractive or you don't like that she should not wear that because you don't like it, then you have to say nothing. How many times do you have to see somebody, male or female, who you're with, wear something or do something that you don't like or don't find attractive? Because we all have pet peeves. How many times does it you get to do that before you have the right and society cannot judge you for walking away from that relationship? How many times then? Because there has to be a number. There has to be a number. I don't know the number. But I assume there has to be a number. How many times can you do something and get away with it? Mm. Because I don't like clogs. I don't like clogs. I don't like the little puffy, them little weird frog looking slippers. I don't like them things. I don't like them slippers with them wooden bottoms. I hate them. And every girl I with seems to want to wear them type of shoes. And I say nothing, me. I don't. I say nothing. I bring it up in general conversation from the very get go. The very get go. I was like, oh, them shoes. I hate them. I think they are ugly. Innit? Yeah. And the reason why I do that is so that it's just a generalized, light-hearted way of saying, well, I don't find them stuff attractive. You might like it, cool, but all right. When me and you are going out, are you going to wear it knowing that I don't like it? Because I'm gonna have to sit there and look at you in something I don't like. It's going to bring a negative connotation towards your image. You get what I'm saying? Like society has gone mad. Like, men can't tell their women nothing anymore without it being an issue. So a man's just to come home and does the typical stuff, protect her, provide for her and the kids, love her, make sure he's always ready to have sex when she's ready. When she decides she doesn't want sex, he should shut up and behave himself, but cool. He should not go out and cheat at the same time. Nor should he go and watch porn because if he goes out and cheat, that means he's breaking the trust. If he watches porn, he's a pervert. Alright, cool. Then alright, men are there to that. Cool. Alright, so what next? Where does it go next? I mean, because I'm obviously doing something wrong, and I'm obviously a fool of some sort. So I'd like to know what do I do next. So when she wants to have sex, I need to make sure she's ready. Otherwise, she's gonna say, "Oh, you're not attentive. You don't love her. You don't find her attractive," and she's going to feel some sort of way about it. Cool. When she doesn't want to have sex for any variation of reasons, you're supposed to just respect her rights as a man. All right, cool. But then you're supposed to provide for her. You're not supposed to hide anything from her. You're supposed to always confide in her, make her feel safe, and protect her. Cool. Yeah, then you can't tell her what to do. All right, cool. You can't tell her who to be friends with. All right, cool. You can't tell her what to say. All right, cool. You can't tell her how to dress. Cool. You can't tell her where to go. Cool. All right. But you leave the house. Where you going? Your men have become slaves in the household. I guess it's just revenge, isn't it? I guess modern women are taking revenge on men now. Because it can't be looked at anything else. It's mental slavery. Because some people struggle with being alone and they'll have to sit there and take that because isn't that not abuse? Is that not mental abuse anyway? Because where is the balance in it? You know what I mean? Not all women are like that. But so the way social media portrays these things, it's like these female misogynists. There is an actual word for the female version. I just don't like the word, so I don't really care to remember. But you have female misogynists, like women that don't like men. They are attracted to men, but they don't like them. You know what I mean? There are situations where that. How do you know that that's what you're dealing with? How do you know that you're dealing with a fucking female misogynist? Oh, she's heterosexual, which means she likes the opposite sex, but she really hates fucking men. I mean, how do you know that's that type of individual you're dealing with? And anything you do is a bad thing in her eyes. You know what I mean? Because you do have a lot of women like that who hate fucking men, though. Just like how you have men, what they call incels, who apparently hate women. I have not confirmed that. I have no idea that is a true statement, but that's what they label incels as. Incels as the stereotype. But me personally, I'm gonna let you do everything you want to do. But the moment you hit that threshold and that number, where I feel like, right, well, yeah, we've had an accumulation of, I guess, dislikes and disregards of my dislikes. I mean, fun, innit? That's how I see the world. It's D&D, innit? So I'm not talking about Dungeons and Dragons. It's dislikes and disregard, or in certain cases, disrespect and disregard. So that's how I see life. Innit? You get a certain number, and it's usually about three goals. After the third goal, trust me, you're having a problem. Just be on that one. But life is simple, man. Like society needs to like calm down with this whole misogynist agenda. And I mean, because back in the day, you would see a group of girls, yeah, and in that group of girls, there's always one that gets all the attention, and there's always one that gets no attention. She's the last to be picked. Yeah. When that girl that always gets approached by men, so that she and her friends are always out, but men are always trying to talk to her. How does that work out for the one that never gets talked to? What kind of ill feelings does she bring? Because it would be a natural response to feel undervalued and feel like she is, I guess, taking all the attention. Because everyone likes attention, and people hate somebody that gets all the attention, and they don't. People will hate you for it. Because if you constantly get attention, people would hate you. Especially someone, because you have neutral people where it's sometimes you get it, sometimes you. But you have people who get no attention at all. They'll always hate the person who has the spotlight. I say that to say this, you know what I mean? How do you know you're dealing with somebody who is a female misogynist? Because it's easy to tell a male misogynist. It's very easy. Because guess what? The things that they will say and how they behave, the stereotype of the definition will be easily spotted. But a female one, because of how female thinks, it's going to be very difficult to spot her. So, oh, she heard that you don't like women who wear short skirts. She just gonna wear pure short skirts just to piss you off all the time. And that's how female misogynists behave. They ain't gonna be confrontational with you like that. They're just going to constantly do things you don't like just to get you to behave a certain way. Just to go out publicly and say he's abusive and controlling. That's how they do it. They manipulate. The female misogynist is a manipulator. And no matter what you do, that situation is going to be twisted in your favor. if you try to tell her, oh, you're not attracted to that, she's going to say you made her feel bad about herself, and this is mental and emotional abuse. All right, you say, yo, don't wear that, man. That don't look good. She's like, oh, you're trying to control me, and now she's gonna tell everybody the same thing that you're trying to control them. Oh, what a female misogynist expects is just you to give her all of your money. Just give her all of your money. You're nothing but a bank to her. You're nothing but what is it? An emotional bank, financial bank. What you're just an ATM, a walking ATM. She just wants to draw everything out of you and when she's done with you, when you're bankrupt, when you run out of money, you run out of love and that, then she moves on, and then she gonna tell the court that she don't want you to see your kids. And even worse, she will bring men around your kids and then tell you that you can't bring your partner around her kid. Female misogynist. You see, because the system is geared for women, they don't have to go about it like how men do. They use the system because they'll bring men around your kids and be told they'll bring men around your kids, and then they're gonna say, oh, if you bring that girl around this and that, she won't allow you to see the child. And guess what? All she has to do is ring the social without you knowing. That's all she has to do. Ring the fucking social without you knowing and tell them some bullshit story, and they're going to advise her what to do. You're not going to tell her to get proof of what you're saying about him first. They don't need it. They don't need to. They're going to give her some advice. And then whatever advice they give her, she goes around researching online. And yeah, she goes around researching online, figuring out other cases and what other women have said to get their partners to lose custody and contact with their child. That's what they do. Anywhere else that's a crime. So you commit any offense, any illegal offense, what is the police going to do? The police is going to go through your search history and say, oh, yesterday or 2 days ago he was looking up how to bury a body. Or yesterday he was looking up how you steal money without being known. Every other situation doing that research would be a fucking crime. Well, not for a female misogynist. I'm not a woman hater. I mean, I fuck a female misogynist. Obviously, it ain't going nowhere after that. I met quite a few of them in my time. Quite a few. With the purposely try to trigger you up. So they purposely try to trigger you up so they can make you out to be a bad person. Me, I walk into them trucks, me, because they ain't never winning. Like they think they're smart because guess what? Usually the police will take their side, the social will take their side. But the trouble is, when it comes to the legal part of it, they lose. When it comes to that legal part of it, trust me, they'll always lose. There's nothing they can do that to beat me here, innit? Because anything male is there's a female version. Any male thing, any male trait we have, females have the same trait. They say bipolar is mostly women who get bipolar. Yeah? But it doesn't say that men don't get bipolar, it says mostly women. And what's the reason behind that? You see what I mean? Whatever the reason is, I'm not sure. If I could take a good guess of why the reason that is because of, I guess, women have higher hormones than men. So bipolar could possibly be a result of hormones because obviously time of the month, stuff like that. Because I swear people, just like animals, people are mammals, aren't they? So as the season changes, people slightly change. Because I did watch this thing where I think it was the Big Bang Theory when they said some men would behave like women who have periods. That some certain time of the year, men get a little bit more emotional than they would. Yeah. So everything women do, men do, we're all we're equal. But there is levels to equality. So you and your partner are walking down the street, okay? So we're talking about the female misogynist here, yeah? You are in a relationship with a female misogynist. Oh, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to wear. Don't tell me who to be friends with. I mean, that sort of thing. Yeah, all right, cool. Cool. Say nothing. Say no more. Yeah, allow her to be herself. Allow her to make her choices. Do not confront her about anything you dislike. Just leave her like that. So she still expects you to treat her like a female. You know what I mean? She still expects you to buy the roses, buy the flowers, come in and every now and again make her feel special. Blah blah blah. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a trip. So obviously in England you won't find this scenario. Well, I could use a dog, yeah, I'll use a dog based on England. Yeah. So you're walking down the street, hypothetically, a dog gets off his leash and now he's fucking charging at her. And while that dog is charging at her, do you stop and say to her, oh, but I can't tell you what to do. I can't, you don't want me to tell you how to dress. You don't want me to tell you control you. You don't want to tell me to tell you I don't like this and don't like that. And do you remember that? So the dog's chasing, the dog's coming at you. You can see the dog like 500 yards away running. So you said that, oh, do you remember that? She's like, oh, yeah, yeah, I do. Oh, so what should I do now? You don't want me to control you, so should I let the dog come at you? Because guess what? She don't want to be controlled, so do you let the dog go at her? Because what is the right thing to do? Because you don't want to make the wrong decision and save her, and then she turns around and say, "Oh, I don't need you to save me." You get me? You get where society is going with that. Like something has to be given. Something has to give. Like the world needs to reset. Like the world really does need a reset. You get me? People have gone mental. But you can see that a situation like that, she would now reject the idea of her being equal to you in that situation. She would expect you to protect her. You don't ask any question, you automatically protect her. And as soon as that situation is done, she goes back to you can't tell me what to do. Like that's why a lot of men are single, and that's why a lot of men they're single by choice. Because where do you get it right? You know what I mean? Where do you actually get that situation right? Because me personally, I'm not sure what I do in that situation. Because I like while a dog is chasing us, I like to talk it out for me and her to have a discussion. To say, well, I can't tell you that what you're wearing. I'm not attracted to it, so don't wear it because you're gonna feel some sort of way, whether abuse or unattractive as a result. I can't tell you don't wear that because I just don't like it because you're gonna say I'm controlling and I'm a misogynist. So now the dog is coming at you. Would I not be a misogynist to jump in the way and get them dog bites for you? Would that not make me a misogynist for looking at you as a weak woman? Just to say, there's certain situations where equality cannot be applied in practice. Certain situations, it just cannot be applied in practice. And if equality cannot be applied by default, then some people should make the choice to give certain, I guess, privilege to their partners. It's simple. I mean, some people should give the. That's why a lot of people now, even females, are finding themselves unable to find partners. It's happening a lot more because this whole fucking misogynist bullshit that they're spreading and abuse. But what really is abuse? I mean, if somebody is hitting you and beating you and punching you physically, abuse, alright, cool. But somebody saying, yo, I don't like what you're wearing, or your skirt's too short, mate, like we're together, we're in a relationship. Oh, you can't tell me what to do. So, what, roles reverse. My man looks like Sean Connery. He looks like James Bond, David Beckham, whatever the fuck you're attracted to. Yeah? He's now out walking around town with his shirt off. Yeah, I mean, looking fresh for the girl them and that. Is she going to like that? No, she fucking will not. She can tell him put on his fucking clothes. So again, equality can't be applied. You can't tell her not to wear that just because it's too short. You're in a relationship with her. If she's single, nobody there to tell her. But if you're in a relationship, you should be able to say, well, I don't feel comfortable. Why? Because as a man, you know what you'd be thinking as a man passing somebody else. Yeah, I mean, you know how you'd view that situation. So as a man, you know how men think. So you would not want fucking that to happen and men to approach it look at her in that sort of way. Just like a female would know how another female thinks and wouldn't allow certain things to go down. Because what's the word? What's the insecure? Yes, they like to say that men are insecure. But in my opinion, what I think makes men insecure is somebody that just so won't listen to what they're saying. Because there's been situations where people would say to me, "Oh, should I wear that?" And I couldn't give a response. I had to sit there and think, what should I say? And I didn't like that. I felt, and nah, that relationship had to end. I didn't personally like that. I had to sit there and think what I should say. Like I couldn't just, just reply how I truly feel because what you say involuntary is possibly how you really feel. Sometimes there's exceptions based on the situation, the emotional charge of the situation. You can sometimes say things that you don't mean. But the fact that I had to sit there and think about, like, what should I say now? Because if I didn't like it, I don't know what she would go out and tell people behind closed doors. Because she wouldn't say nothing to me to the point where that person, they would go out, come back at mad times at night, saying that they're coming from work, they're out with their workmates, and coming in like mad crazy hours, bro, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I said nothing. And I thought, all right, because what do I say? You know what I mean? Like, and this was becoming a regular thing, 2, 3 times a week. They're out like crazy hours there. But I said nothing, me, because guess what? Whatever was going on, it's unlikely that they were going to tell the truth anyway. It was unlikely, so it was pointless fucking asking. So what I did what was necessary. Got the fuck out of there. That's what I did. I got the fuck out of there. Like, I'm not no fool, you get me? Because anything else is only going to be a problem created for you. You argue, you look abusive. You don't argue, you're technically leaving yourself vulnerable to be abused. So the best solution was to get the fuck out of there. And nobody's putting me through them sort of tests to see what kind of man I am if I'm going to stand up to her. Why do I need to stand up to my partner? If I was going out, coming back at them mad hours, would she be happy about it? She wouldn't. So the moral of the story is do unto others like you'd like them to do unto you. You people don't like the Bible. So for the people who don't like religion and religious theology, what I am gonna say it's an eye for an eye. So since you don't like the religious thing, I go about it that way. It's an eye for an eye, mate. Anything you do to me, I'll do it back to you. And it depends how really upset I am on the situation. Depends on, I guess, how much venom I put behind the retaliation towards you. But at the end of the day, I've seen these weird things going. I've experienced them personally, first-hand experience. People will say I've cheated on them and blah blah blah. Then, but why? I mean, who just does that for no reason? I mean, does a serial killer just kill for no reason? If the police says that, the psychologist says that they're lying. They don't just do it for no reason. No action is done for no reason. According to the laws of physics that we live in, this world that we live in, the laws of physics says every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So that means what you spiritual enlightened people that likes to meditate and stuff like that, yogas and all that. What it's saying that is that's the law of karma. Whatever you put out into the world, what the fuck you get back. So if you put fuckery out into the world, you won't get fuckery back. You get me? Yeah. If you like to label people, you won't get fucking labeled, innit? If you like to go on like you're a gangster, then you're going to be treated in that and such. Whatever you do is how you would be treated, basically. And I live by that rule. Most people would see me mopping, rolling around, just laughing and having trying to have a great time. And thought I was some sort of victim and target that they could just attack at will. But they were completely wrong because guess what? I just thought it's best to be a nice person so at least I attract good karma. Because I do believe in such because these people who run these countries, Europe or Western world, they all believe in medicine and science. And the foundation of every fucking thing science is physics. Everything in science, the scientific world, physics controls it all. And the basis of fucking physics is every action has an equal and opposite reaction, yeah? Plain and simple. So that's the way why I behave the way I behave. I apply science. I don't go around telling people these things because there was no reason to tell people. It's not like nobody asked. So I kept it to myself. And so obviously you people saw me as some sort of weak fence, some sort of target that you could victimize. But now the problem you people are facing now, what do you do now? But it's too late now. You recognize what you have done. It's fucking too late now, innit? And in other cases, you people have gotten away with that. But I don't think I'm the type to sit there and let you get away with this. I'm not a victim. Bro. And I say, I've seen women trying to test me all the time, trying to see what kind of person I am. And you wouldn't have to test me if you were there for a good reason. And if you were a good person, you wouldn't have to test me because I would have just been myself and you would have saw who I am. When I am a bad person or a good person, it's your own actions why you had to end up testing. Because if you was a good person in theory, if you had I guess a better moral philosophy, whatever the fucking term you'd like to use, I would reciprocate because every action leads to an equal but opposite reaction. So the moral of the story is fucking treat people like how you'd like to be treated. If you treat people like an animal, they're going to respond like an animal. How do they get dogs to be fighters? How do you think they don't treat fighting dogs nice? They treat them terribly. And you see how fighting dogs become. They become very vicious and violent creatures because they've been treated badly. The government is quite aware that that is how fighting dogs are. And people and dogs are quite similar. They would lie to you and say no. But they're saying, oh, the dog is the man's best friend. It's because we are quite similar in temper. The monkey is quite close to our intelligence, but the dog is quite close to our actual instinctive behavior. So, i.e., your fight versus flight response is an instinct. It's not something you think about. The dogs are the same. Even the most timid of dogs, you back that fucking dog up in a corner, and that dog will attack your claw because he thinks he's going to die. People are like that just the same. So they know what they try to do here. I'm well aware. And they sent all these random girls here to fuck around. And because I obviously realized what was going on, I just move on quickly. Because what's the point of staying with a girl that you know is merely there to provoke you? You get me? Yeah. Like, I said, it was a provocation. Yeah. I don't care whose sister she was. I don't care whose daughter she was. Fuck you and your daughter and sister. Man. You get me? I mean, I don't care whose daughter or sister these girls were. They did something that you men would not have lied to yourself. And I think I did the best I could in that situation. Most of you, man, if that happened to you, you might would have beat them girls senseless. You might would have ended up fucking being done for domestic violence. And Obviously, I weren't done for domestic violence. Never have. I've never been in prison for it. Never even been spoke about the police about it. So it obviously means I took the right option. Not even though I knew I was being provoked. So I don't care why women from around there did that. I don't care why any woman has done that. Nobody told me why. And I thought I swear prevention is better than cure. So they say, oh, it's better to wear a condom than to contract some sort of STI or disease or get somebody you don't want pregnant. That's so true. That is true. It's better to. But why is it not better to not go with somebody that you don't really like for any reason you see fit? I mean, people, I can name so much situations where people try to test me. And I don't know who gave them the authority to do that. I don't particularly like that. I find it quite offensive if you personally ask me. The lesson is today is this whole idea of what's it called now? What's that shit now? I can't remember what they say. Andrew Tate was a misogynist. Yes, misogynistic men. These women are just fucking men haters themselves. It's the same thing. They're accusing you because most time people who label people is because they're guilty of it themselves. They don't want to be exposed for it. Like I say, the best way to scam somebody is to label them as a scammer. Innit? So a lot of these females, they themselves are the female version of a misogynist, but nobody cares about that because you made the fucking mistake and date one of them, and you don't realize that's what she is. She's going to destroy you. She will destroy you. Trust me, I'm not. If you ever fall asleep at the wheel, bloodline, she will destroy you because that's just who she is. Isn't it? Because they're clever, more clever than you. Because the system facilitates it. I don't think all women are bad. I don't think that. And I probably cheated on some women who, I guess, you can argue that probably were nicer to me than they probably should have been. But like I say, it is all good to play equality. But what happens in the situation where equality does not apply? Okay, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to wear. I can't tell you who to speak to. You don't have to. If I as the man dislike somebody, and me and that person don't get on, you are friends with that person, even though you know I don't like them, and me and them don't get on and see eye to eye. All right, cool. When that dog attacks you, go and get them. Because I must stand there and stare at you while that dog tear you to pieces. You're alright, blood. That's true. That's just where I don't need to hide where. That's the reality of what you people are dealing with. Innit? I stand there and watch bad things happen to you, and either if I decide it is necessary to let you know why, or I say nothing. But you made your choice. Simple. Innit? You cannot ask for protection if you don't protect others. And nobody protected me, so trust me, I ain't protected anybody I've ever met and spoken to. Trust me, you're not on the list of being saved. You hear that? You're definitely not on that list of being saved. I look out for strangers, people I've never seen or met before I look out for anyone I've ever met. And you're upset about it, that's your fucking business, innit? Simple as that. But I've seen that's personally happened to me, where these outlandish claims have been made because people that I was with decided to be confrontational and decided to, I guess, not. I guess, not allow me to be the man, innit? So you don't want me to be the man, so I'm gonna be a bitch. You don't want me to be the man of the relationship, then what me be a bitch, bro? I mean, the lesson is simple, innit? There's no overcomplication here. I'm a simple person. You don't want me to be the man, then watch me be a bitch, bro. Like, again. And you trust me, you're gonna hate that worse more than any abuse you could have received. You're gonna hate that way more than any abuse that you could have fucking received. Because sometimes in life, it's just how it is. It's really how it is. Like I say, the D&D effect, that's what I call it. And the D&D effect, disrespect and disregard, you know what I mean? Or degradation and disregard. Any one of them two synonyms, adjectives, whatever the fuck you want to call them, any one of them you can place in there. I wrote it right after the D&D rules. If you disrespect and then disregard the disrespect, then don't expect anything better than what you will receive. That's how I treat you. I treat you how you treat me. You see, it's easy to treat a stranger nicely because that person has never done you anything wrong. So most people will say, "Oh, you would treat people you don't know nice, but the people who you know you treat them bad." There's a reason because them people never did nothing that let me feel less of a person or a man. So I have nothing against them. So I'd automatically help them quicker than I help fucking you. And like I said, I didn't ask for anybody's help. So I've seen a lot of things going on here, me personally. And to be honest, I don't like this specific network of people. I don't like them. I don't. And if it was possible to do what I really wanted to do, I would have done. It's just not possible. And trust me, I've tried to think of many ways. Well, it's not possible. So because it's not possible, then I move on from it and just leave it at that. But I put it out there on the internet, and I don't care who hears it and who's upset. Are you man are pagans? It's like simple as that. I mean, like, I'm not with the pagan shit. But really not. I'm not with it. I don't like that. I'll support the murderers and the killers every day over the pagans because I think that makes more sense because people just don't go around killing people just for the fun of it. Nobody does that. But what you'd find is a pagan just going around fucking with people just because they can. I mean, no reason at all. I don't like them talk that sort of idea. I've got the right to dislike whatever I fucking choose not to. But the D&D disrespect and disregard, I think them actions come with consequences. If you disregard somebody after disrespecting them, then don't expect them to be nice to you. Expect them to be horrible. Because when somebody voices how they feel in the way they were treated, and you still continue to treat them, what you're showing them is that you don't care. Then fine. Watch me not care, so you won't like that. Watch what happens when I don't care. I mean, you could never do anything to me that I wouldn't do to you after that point has been met. You know what I mean? So that threshold of not caring has been met. I'll meet you equally. You know? Trust me or not. I don't care who you are. I'll go right. I got your next as much as you went on mine. Went on mine. So yeah, it's called disrespect and disregard. You disregard how I feel and the things I like or don't like. And your best believe I'm gonna disregard anything about you. I don't everything about you I'm gonna disregard. Anything that offends you, I'm gonna say it. I don't care what it is, I'm gonna say it. Because you're going at the end of it, you're going to know that you did something to me that made me feel just like you or even worse. So I'm ready to defend that anytime anybody feels like they can do something about it. Nobody is bullying me. I call it the D&D effect. Disrespect and disregard, degradation, disregard, deliberate disregard. You get me? Any D you can do. Oh, the last one, the last D is always disregard. The first D is whatever you want. You get me? But whatever you do wrong, you then disregard that situation. Then I'm gonna disregard anything you have going on, like, do, say, believe, trust, love. I'm gonna disregard the whole of it. It means nothing. Because I think that's a fair outcome for any sort of behavior on that level. You disregard how I feel, I'm gonna disregard your whole life. Because if you weren't even there, you get me. You trust me, I'm not. Disregard your whole life. And it's only fair, isn't it? It really is only fair. Yeah, I call it the D&D effect. Disrespect and disregard. And you have people who do it, like I say, sadomasochists. They will do that. They will fucking disrespect you just for the fact of humiliating and then disregard how you feel because that's the nature of them, innit? That's how they are. And I find that highly offensive. And as a result to your offense, I'm gonna offend you beyond your wildest measure and dreams. And make sure that you know I'm unhappy with what you've done. Make sure of that. Stop buying the slippers. I don't like nanny cars, you know. Yeah, good seeing me. Fuck off, man. I say that shit. Was it now? 40. Where do I keep it from there? If I put good to, I put good to there. Where is it? Good to you now. Focus. I don't know if I do that. I'm gonna put that there. Does it really get focus? No, it doesn't get focus. Was it? It doesn't give him focus. I think Trapper is actually a trick. So they'll go this route, this way. So if I use him, he gets 4 chem anyway. And then if I use Trap get 4, to stay and get 3. Who's better? So Trap is 86, 86, 85, 83, 85, 89, 88, 91, 88, 47, 48, 86. I'll go with Testing. Alright, Testing. So the Germans, I need sure minute. Why would it say that one can less? Okay, so yeah. What's a German guy called? What is it? Martin. What's it? Can you play center forward? No, can't play striker. No, we can't. You want to use a wing formation. I don't want to use a wing formation. I have to go outside of the foot. Scoring shots past. Was it right for you? Right for you. And so hold on, erudite or not? Was it give him two? I give him two. So don't be biting. I told you stop biting. Right? Right. Yeah. This dog's so clingy. It's something I like, but don't really like. I'm not trying to show what is the best solution with it. I'm not sure if I should stop him from being clingy. Uh, because then he might be a little less defensive or protective. Uh, you got me up with FIFA. Ugh. Hmm. That's it. That's it. I've never seen that. You've seen that Tifo, thirsty for more. I don't know where these guys are getting these weird Tifos from. Pepsi in it, didn't it? I've never seen that. I don't even know if that's in the game. Food. It's not food. You must be able to recognize the scent by now. A cigarette. You see me do it all the time. Yeah. Probably most thing you see me done since you've been there. Not food. Yeah. Nothing. That guy's look is insane, man. I got Mbappe on my team. He's a Mali and SBC. Stop licking me. Quick, you know. Ah, I hit it hard. I have no control over how hard I hit the ball. The ball, they've done something automatic to it. Like, no matter how many bars of power I put, it either hits it over the bar automatically or it fucking you under hits it on the pause. Whenever I try to do step over, the control drags me into a random direction. So watch this, yeah? So I don't care about the game now. I'm just gonna try to step over to the left and watch what it does, isn't it? So just the left. Yeah, so watch when they come towards me. I don't know, I'm just gonna constantly step over to the left of the person and watch what the game does. So just constantly there. No, he just won't allow me to step over past the player. It's not nothing new, I just decided to talk about it now. I'm just gonna step over to the left. I don't care if I win this game. I'm just gonna constantly step over to the left of the opponent all the time. I just want to see if he never steps over and get beats. Bernardo Silva overpowering Makelele and winning the ball. Where's Van Dijk doing? Watch this, so watch this. Fake shot. Look. Every time I get the ball there, it gets it back. Slide tackling. Slide tackling. Penalty. So all the way to this bit and this bit. Yeah, so look at Salah. Yeah, so his legs and his legs. So if I go all the way back to the goal, it's different. Yeah, so look at the two of them there, yeah? Maldini's box turn, his players lying in front of him. Look, the ball's behind him. He touched it with the bottom of his foot and it dragged him in front of him. Yeah. Well, that is Robin Johnson. Oh yeah, leave it. Every time I try to do that, it fucking fails. Every time I try to play that pop ball through the center, it's different. I've tried double tapping the A button. I've tried regular A pass. I tried chip through shots. I tried true passes. It just always goes to the defender. Now look at his, look at that. Keepers always dropping to the floor instead of going to the ball. I'm talking alive as that. Hmm. Why did it go so wide now? Fuck just happened? I say, how on God's earth did he read that? It's not. They're not reading the game. The AI is running to the player. Yo, bring that. Bring that. Oh shit. So you see Mbappe control the ball and all three players run past him at the same time. So, what you say? So, yeah, as usual, players making contact. So look at Makaleli and Benacer. Where's Abang? Look, where's Makaleli going? Where's Benacer going? No, it's just both of them walk past. Yeah, okay, now again, got the ball there. Look at Benacer is through his legs, through his legs, moving the ball. Control it. Yeah, yeah. Look at all the space behind him, and he chose to give it to them there. Oh, I did. I turned back. I literally turned back and passed the ball to the player running back there, and he gave it to the zip up defender. Hey, leave the Oh, bite, man. It's me. No, not on the chair. I told you. No chair. On the ground for you. On the ground for you. Alright, oh, calm down. Calm down. Good luck. Oh, what we gonna eat tonight, man? What we gonna eat tonight? 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 Don't be licking fucking. Yo, I told you stop licking, bro. I'm not into that licking thing. Yeah, stinky, bro. Yeah, you. So annoying, bro. Fucking licky my bite, man. Oh, so weird. Can't wait till you get a little bit older. Stop fucking behaving like that. Mm. Me little wolf dog. My planet. Right, does it make sense? Is it that one? That one makes sense. Okay. I know. Stop now. Right, too much. Calm down. Okay, you know it. Calm down. Good luck. No. Can't fucking put anything down and you don't bite it. I might have to go for a while today. It's even a bit too energetic today. Yeah, 5 double 8 2 2 8 4. So quick one. So just wait. Might as well just wait. Fuck it. Oh, 5 minutes. Oh, stop biting the fucking shit. There. What did I say? My God, man. Yo, everything's not food. Uh, mm, not feeling good, this guy. Not food. My God, love lick, innit? Jesus. Yeah. Nah, yo. Such is not nothing that good. At some point, it's gonna piss me off, innit? I'll put you in the oven, man. Fucking barbecue. Summertime real soon, innit? You must realize that it's a cigarette, that's not nothing to eat. Don't be disappointed, you know. No, I just don't want you to lick my face. I don't like that. No. No, I'm not on the chair. That's never happened. That's a no. You're not a house though. The whole chair thing. Uh, you think you fancy, huh? At 6 o'clock, I'm gonna find something for you to eat in a minute. Don't seem like I'm getting anything out of this. And two uniforms is the best I'm getting. How I get clean. To do. Uh, I've got some 83 limit on my uniforms. What are you doing? Yeah, it's fucking controllable. Hey, you can feel it. Hey, better give me some love, yo, with all that crap. Yo, I said no. Get off. Fucking hell. I literally just got. I swear, Manchester United players and Spanish players are so common in my past. I just get them, keep getting the same players over and over. I pretty much end up doing pure SBCs all the time. I get nothing out of them SBCs. Yeah, so that's all of them. 1, 2, got 3 AH. So 84. That's the highest one I get. 183. 283, 383, 483, 84, 583, 683, 783. So at a 17 fucking thing, I've only got that. Mm, yeah. You know, it's so cold. Yeah, I know. You know that. I can't even fucking touch the shit without you bite and try to put his nasty mouth on my hand. I don't like that. That's nasty.